How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And a bit of news came out today that I want to talk about. So a few months ago, Rocksteady revealed that they're working on a new single-player game after Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League colossally failed. Like, they're wrapping up their promised 4 seasons and they're cutting that game off forever. They're probably taking it offline too. So we know for a little while that they're doing a single-player game next. You know, they're going back to what they're good at. And today, according to Schepter Nicker, I think is how you say it. That's probably butchered that completely. The guy who runs the Xbox Era podcast, Rocksteady, they're doing a new Batman game. This is coming from the same guy who reported that Microsoft is trying to relicense the Ultimate Alliance games. And it seems like that is true because they've been updated on the Xbox store to like Choose Edition, so an official announcement is probably coming pretty soon. So this guy knows what he's talking about. He's been right before in the past. So there's a high chance he's right about this, and Rocksteady is making a new Batman game. And I want to say I'm excited, but I don't know. You know, I love the Batman Arkham trilogy just as much as everybody else. It's my second favorite game series, just behind the Uncharted series. But I didn't want Rocksteady to do another Batman game. You know, they did the 3 games and the story was over. And then was ruined by Suicide Squad. Like, when I heard that they were doing a new single-player game, I was hoping, like everyone else, they'd be finally doing a Superman game. Like, that's something fans have wanted forever. You know, and ignore those stupid people like, oh, the game would never work, he's too powerful. Those people are stupid and don't know what they're talking about. If you're good at your job, you can make a game by anyone. Like, the God of War series, you play as a guy who kills God. You are overpowered as shit, yet those games are still very balanced. Heck, they're making a Wonder Woman game, and she's as powerful as Superman is. I don't see people arguing that a Wonder Woman game can't work. You know, a Superman game absolutely can. You just have to know what you're doing. So, like, I really wanted there to be a Superman game from Rocksteady, you know, like, or maybe like just anything other than just another Batman game, because yes, the Batman games are amazing. I'm not saying they aren't. I love them, but I wanted them to try something new that wasn't a generic live service looter shooter. Like, if anything, I wanted Warner Bros. Montreal to make a new Arkham game, make it like a sequel to Origins, and have, like, you know, like Robin be involved with it. You know, like we see Bruce meet Dick Grayson, he becomes Robin. Like, I would like to see that story be adapted into a game, because my biggest problem with the Arkham series is that they barely use the Bat family, like, at all. Like, the Bat family, like, a Cliff Note. Robin makes a cameo in Arkham City, and then you play as him a little bit in the DLC. And then in Arkham Knight, Bruce is rude to Nightwing and Robin the whole time. He's like, no, don't help me. And I hated that. And Barbara Gordon, of course, she's you know, how she helps out, but she's already Oracle, you know. We got Batgirl DLC, which was cool, but, you know, that was just one DLC. And, you know, there's like, apparently also Batwoman exists in the universe, because she has a phone message, she leaves a voicemail for Bruce Wayne in Arkham Knight. So Batwoman apparently also exists in this universe, but we never see her. So yeah, that's my biggest criticism with the Arkham series, that they don't really use the Bat family, you know? Which is a very beloved part of Batman medium. So I was hoping that, like, Warner Bros. Montreal, they could try to do that. And I know they kind of did with Gotham Knights, but that game sucked. But I was willing to give them another try if they made more like Arkham, because in Gotham's attempt to not be like an Arkham game, ended up just being really shit. But going back to Rocksteady, like, I was hoping they weren't doing another Batman game. And also, like, what do you even do at this point? The story's over. And obviously they can't have Kevin Conroy back to do it, because he unfortunately passed away a few years ago. Unless they're the ones who make the Arkham Origins sequel. Which, I mean, again, could work, but I would still much rather see something else from them. You know, and there's also a rumor that Sony's trying to make it an exclusive. You know, like, they could really use more exclusives, because Concord massively failed. Apparently the game was like $400 million just down the drain. So Sony really needs some more games, since they're forcing all their single player devs, like, hey, make a live service game, you know, the thing you don't know how to do. Then Warner Bros. Did the same thing with Rocksteady. It's like, hey, you guys, make a live service game. And then, like, when these games fail, it's like, okay, now go back to your roots. Go back to what people wanted, you know? Like, Naughty Dog's another example of this, you know? Like, people really want to see what their new game is, but since they're spending so much time on that Last of Us multiplayer game that's not coming out because it was canceled, we're not going to see their new game for, like, 4 more years, at least. Like, there's a new State of Play coming tomorrow. People are like, oh, Naughty Dog's going to announce the new game. It's like, are you high? No, they're not. And speaking of that, yes, I will react to anything worth reacting to at tomorrow's State of Play. I'm not expecting much, because the last, like, 5 State of Plays have been really boring, with minus, like, 1 or 2 good announcements. Especially the last one, where they had, like, 15 minutes spent on Concord. And the only really good announcement was, like, Astrobot, and that game's awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on this rumor. Of course, it is just a rumor, so we'll have to see how it turns out. But what do you think? Do you want Rocksteady to make a new Batman game, or do you want them to do something else? And do you want someone else to do a new Batman game? In addition to other awesome DC characters getting their own games, like Wonder Woman and Superman and The Flash. You know, like, that's one of the great things about Marvel games right now, is that, like, there's an Iron Man game, there's a Blade game, there's a Captain America game, there's a Black Panther game, I think I already said that. They did a game about the Midnight Suns, a comic most people don't even know what that is. Like, you know, like Marvel, like, they're not just relying on just Spider-Man games, you know? They're letting developers take risks and try new things. And that's one of the things I appreciate in Marvel games. And I wish Warner Brothers games would do the same with DC. But, like, they seem to only be interested in doing either Batman or live service. Those are the 2 things they seem interested in doing for some reason. Anyway, that was just my thoughts on this rumor. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, have a great day. Take care. Oh, and subscribe so you don't miss any State of Play uploads I do. And also follow me on Instagram, please. Alright, take care. Have a good day.